Okay, rank is here. I know I'm slightly late, but this deck got me to Master Ball. This is a very similar build to the one I created with Tyro, one of my favorite babies, but it's end 2025. We are in a new meta. Chingling is the new OP baby. Just to be clear, I did not create this deck. It won a tournament recently. It's not very popular because you are semi-high rolling Greninja in this. I don't think it's the strongest deck you can play, but it does well, and it gives you a lot of options. So the last similar deck, I played Double Leaves, because you don't want to get stuck with Darkrai in the active. This deck solves that with double Rocky Helmets, effectively turning your Darkrai into a tankier but more expensive points Dradagon. Because we have Mega Absol, we essentially play a 2-3 line. So I think this deck's strength is that you counter Chinglings but are essentially the King Chingling deck. Because we deal a lot of poke, Chingling isn't usually an issue. So going up against stage 2 decks, the aim would be to go double Chingling while taking out their stage 2 that is still in basic. So for Suicune Ninja, you would want to poke that Froakie down and take it out before or just when both your Chinglings go down. All you need to deal with is their Suicune. There was a lot to cover for this deck as there's a lot going on. On paper it might look weak, but in the game it's strong. But if anything, it's really fun. Anyway, let's get into some games so I can show you the deck. Alright, not a good start. But since spicy season is kind of almost over because rank's about to start for the next, like from the 27th or the 26th, and then it goes on for the 2 weeks. We do have an interesting deck here. So this deck has won, I think from what I've heard, is won tournaments. Yeah, so it's a pretty good deck. It looks spicy, but it's actually apparently a pretty solid deck. I've been playing this for the last 2 days straight. I had a lot of fun playing this. It was just so fun. I'm not sure about the win rate. Like, maybe in a tournament when you have like 3 games, I mean best of 3, this works well. But for ranked, I mean, I think it felt more like, you know, 5 out of 5 games you win 3. But it's so fun, and it's quite addictive. And that even if you lose, I don't feel sad. I don't really feel sad when I lose. I just keep, you know, going. So yeah, this is where the deck is at, I guess. Should I risk it? Yeah, just gonna do this. So this reminds me, if you guys follow me and have seen my previous videos when I played Greninja, Darkrai, and Tyro. That was when Tyro came out. This feels like a very similar deck to that. I think the main differences with that deck and this deck is the Rocky Helmets and no leave, no retreat and stuff. So you have to play this deck slightly differently. I think a lot of times you're playing, how do I put it? Okay, I think I'm gonna retreat this now, because I don't think going straight up against let me see what okay, I have to play this for the win, right? Okay, you know what? I think this is what it's gonna be. Kind of forces the EV to come out. I assume this EV, now looking at it, this EV is probably gonna be Jolteon. Yeah, so okay. Please give me Greninja so I can at least deal with this Eevee. Okay, let's go. Yeah, because most of the time you don't want to be kind of first attacking with Absol. You want to chill with that. GG, yeah. Yeah, so this was a nice position. Once he just loaded his Arceus, it was a very comfortable position for us because we don't want to be hit first. And then now we're going to take out their EV, so we're at 1 point. So once Arceus comes out, it has to take out everything or hold 3 points or lose the game, right? And we will get first hit with Absol there. And we would have and that would kind of be game from there because they would have to retreat that Arceus and then get into the Crobat, which would not deal enough damage against us. But yeah. Alright, 1-0 next game. Yeah, it's a pretty strong deck. I love this deck a lot. Again, yeah, it was like the deck that I played with Tyroke. But I had Leaf. I think I had double Leaf. And 1 Cyrus. So this deck is very like it's quite. I'll explain it in the next game. All right. Okay. Not a good start, but not exactly the worst. Yeah. So this deck is most of the time you're trying not to retreat stuff. That I mean I know saying that now, but then right now in this game it looks like I might have to retreat this Froakie. Basically what the Rocky helmets do is that it makes, you know, whatever you start with kind of Dredagon, where if people want to take that out, they will have to kind of hit it and take, you know, the return damage. I'm not sure exactly if I'll do it here. Okay, let's just do this. I generally like to play Copycat over Research at the start because especially when our opponent has, like, you know, max cards in hand. I'm just gonna put the Darkrai down, I think. Reason being is that I think that, you know, if your opponent plays it really tight and they have like 1-2 cards and stuff, right? They just, you know, rolling really well like this, they're starting to throw everything down. At least when you had the option to draw a good amount of cards, so 2 cards or more, I think in that position, I would rather use Professor. I would rather use Copycat than Professors. Okay, so I'm gonna keep targeting this Pinsir because I think the next round they're coming in with Leafeon. Do I? Nah, I'm not gonna put the Mega Absol yet. I might put it this turn and start loading it. My reason for doing the Darkrai is that I want to deal as much damage as I can to Pinsir because Pinsir is going to be our main target. So I believe they're going to retreat here. That's the only. No, okay. Let's see what I get. I think a Chingling here would be good. Yeah. So what I would do next is once the Chingling goes up, I will load my Mega Absol. I'm going in. Oh, actually, it doesn't make a difference because we are weak. So if they deal, okay, let's see how this goes. I'm not sure the math here yet, but I think they use all their heals that they can. I think at this point, my only course of action is to go in with Darkrai. I think that I'm able to deal just about short of a cape. We are in a good spot to take out this Mega Pincer. And because if they Sabrina me, we just give them this Greninja with no choice. So at this point they have to retreat. If not, I'm gonna come in with Darkrai the next turn and just win the game. Yep, so that's GG if they don't card me here. 4 cards and okay. So that's GG. Most likely gonna concede. Nope, okay. Yeah. So yeah, you do have to be very mindful. Like your goal is to just do a lot of chip damage with this deck. Decks that you kind of don't do well most of the time is NDDs because they heal. So for NDDs, the little trick is to kind of poke the back with Greninja. That's the most you can do. Obviously it's not going to be great all the time, but most of the time, you know, they're not going to bring their NDD in to heal, so you can yeah, it's better than putting it unless okay, two tips there. Hit the bench, ping the bench, or use all your like concentrated chips at once on, like, so example, Darkrai ping, Greninja ping, and Chingling's hit. So you do 50 damage, they only heal 20 assuming 1 NDD, so at least you got 30 chip through, right? So that's just the 2 tips I could give there. Okay, oh wow, so we're doing 2-0 on to the next game. All right, okay, this isn't a this is probably Altaria, and Altaria isn't a good matchup for us in general. But we'll try our best. If I get carded, then so be it. I think generally you don't want to put Mega Absol out, kind of, unless you have no choice. So because I'm concerned about a Jirachi, which they could easily have, especially Chingling decks. I think the Chingling Altaria decks generally do play a Jirachi. They might not, but we'll see. So I might have to put it here. But I mean, I'm saying that I don't really wanna put it out. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna use Darkrai for now. Because if they do get into Altaria, it isn't the end of the world for us right now. Because we can build into Darkrai, we still deal a good amount of damage, especially if we get first hit, we are kind of cruising. At least now we have this 10 damage, so short of an NDD on their bench, it's a good thing. Okay, so that's not great. That does 40 damage, I think. I wonder. Oh yeah. Okay. So I don't think they run a Jirachi, which means that I might have to just build up Absol on the bench. Just yeah, it's because the problem for us is in general our Darkrai decks are just so much faster than us, and okay, I think I do see a path. I do see a path where we take this Darkrai out and then we target the Chingling. I'm not sure how we're gonna take the Darkrai out, but okay. So I think how we're gonna take the Darkrai out is we have to go in with Absol, take the hit here. Tank one hit from, but we do need Greninja, which we are quite far away. A Sabrina here would kind of kill us. Okay, that's fine, I think. Wait, that's... I hope we get the Greninja. So we need a Greninja here. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is not looking good. I think a Froakie helmet would have been decent too. Okay, let's see. I think the Sabrina means I give up Darkrai, which isn't too bad. But I mean, I don't think they'll play the Sabrina here. So, I don't know. This is gonna deal 80 to me. That's pretty much GG, right? Oh, okay. I have 1 point. Okay. I got this. I just... Okay, GG. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did not see this. I am quite sure. So watch this. The NDD. I can't believe I did not see this. How did we escape with a win? GG. Right? Yes. Okay, I thought I lost this, man. I thought I lost this for sure. I wasn't paying attention to everything that was on the bench. I was like, if this goes on, if they attack me with the non-EX Altaria, I'm pretty much screwed because I won't be able to survive a second hit. I will have to retreat. Sabrina is also, yeah, even the Sabrina would have taken me out. So this was the only play that I could have made. Thankfully, I saw it. Okay, 3-0. Yeah, it's a pretty solid deck. This deck, really. Yeah, I think the previous one where I Dragon Altaria, I think that's still stronger overall because of the consistency and the speed that I think that has that going for it. But this deck, I think against most decks, especially, well, this was an example of a deck that I think was bad for us normally. But yeah, if it had a Jirachi, I think things would have been slightly different. I don't think it would be that much different, but slightly different anyway. Yeah, okay, see you next game. Alright, grass deck, not great. And we start with a Darkrai. Even worse, really. I think with this deck, you always want to start with Chingling. Yeah, that's not great. Especially against this, because you want to prevent them. You want to start off with anything else, like maybe anything that's one retreat cost, because you want to get your Chingling in ASAP to prevent them from, you know, evolving. And I think the worst part about going against this deck is that they have bench control, so you can't even like realistically put out anything safely. You have to really think twice before you put something out. Yeah, so this is not looking great at all, and then getting carded there, and they have double routeds. That's not good. I don't think putting the Chingling out is good for us. So I mean, what my plan is at this point is kind of have Darkrai go, kind of sacrifice himself, go for, you know, as many points as possible, and what I mean, do as much like damage as possible, and from there you then you use it as a sacrificial lamb basically, right? Let it die, and then you come in with Absol. I think that's, we only have 2 attackers in this deck, which is Darkrai and Absol. Chingling I don't count, right? More disruptor. So that's kind of the game plan. At least you lose 2 points here. You know, the other 3 points is from wherever. You get a picture. It's from the other. At least I can go in with 3 points. So we go into a 2-3 basically. Okay, so not many options. I could put Chingling out, but I don't expect to get added again. I think this deck normally only runs 1 red card and then plus the silver, which is already too much disruption to be in this deck. So I'll just, you know, take it here. I consider coming in with the Chingling, but we kind of will be in a C. So if I put this out, this Decidueye would have taken us out. I'm just doing what I think is the best at this point. I don't think we have the game at all. It's kind of an instant conceit because we are on a challenge. I'm here. I will be trying my best. If I had an Absol here, I would put the Absol out and start building it, give up the Darkrai, right? That was my game plan. Here we survive 1 turn, but do we really survive? Okay. Yeah, we definitely can't do this. If I had like some retreat card, it will still happen. It will still be able to work out, like where I can build this Absol on the back, retreat after I'm filled up. Essentially on the next turn, start attacking and have hope. But even then, this Greninja would have been down. So you know, GG. 3-1. On to the next. Alright. Okay, that's a nice start. Psychic type, I don't like that, but you know, it's maybe better than grass types for us right now. Wow. Ooh, is this that Zatu? The Zatu deck? Sadly, we don't even have whatchamacallit, hand disrupt like red card Mars. So that sucks for us. This definitely goes down. This goes... Okay, let me start building up Darkrai. I'm gonna put down Chingling. I don't think we I think that's fine. We chill. I don't want to get like Sabrina and then like be all over the shop. The only reason I want to keep this slot is for Absol. You know, if we do decide to attack with something other than Darkrai. Where's our Copycat? Online Oak by Copycat. Copycat is so juicy right now. I want a Copycat more than I want rare candy right now, cause then I could get rare candy. Yeah, so this sound feels like a Zatu deck. No, okay, it's Pidgeot. Okay, I see. Ooh, now I really need good. I feel I need Greninja. Oh, we'll see. Nah, I still want to control. I basically don't want them to get into Pidgeot. If we get rare candy right now, just rare candy straight up, that's what I want, and that would be, well, not game, but you know, it will put us in a really nice spot because we just take this out, this Pidgeotto out. Rare candy. That should be Absol. Yeah, that's Absol, and that's it. Yeah, this is one of my concerns for locking, because if not, I could start just building Absol right now, and I think that gives us a really solid chance. Although it's not too bad. I mean, they come in with whatever, take out this Chingling, we just, you know, start building Absol, then we should be fine. He's drawing his whole deck, so it's crazy. I mean, he has to have Pidgeot, right? Come on, where's my rare candy? Come on. I mean, the good part is that we just need 2 hits. The scary part is that it is Pidgeot. Okay, they can remove 3, so maybe putting all this energy on Darkrai isn't the worst thing. I mean, unless they have Indeedee, then that would kind of hurt. Okay, so now my question is, do I fight the Pidgeot, or do I just go for something on the bench? Let's just put Chingling up and see what happens. Okay, finally. My only concern is I only have 1 Cyrus now. I think going straight for the Pidgeot is the right play. I might be wrong, but 80 brings it to 90. I hope it doesn't, because they will have Lily for sure, so they'll go back to 150. The good thing is we come in with Absol the next turn. So they'll go back to 150, I think. My only other concern, well, if they play, what's that called, that trainer? Ilima. Might not be that bad for us. I'll probably be quite happy if they do play Ilima here. Yeah, so it's Lily, but I think whether they play Ilima next, that will be kind of the issue. That's fine. Ish. If they play double Cyrus, we are screwed, so. If I had two Cyruses in hand, I think I would have just gone for, you know, the play. Okay, so Will, Copycat. Let's take out Will. Copycat is useless for them right now. But they do have to retreat this. They don't have Ilima. But I just Cyrus it, right? Copycat, and yeah, so yeah, I just Cyrus it. Yeah, okay, they know. Oh crap. Okay, no, we got this. Hey, no, we don't. We don't got this. We half have it? Okay, we do this. Since they don't have a Cyrus, we just retreat. And we do this. Since they only have 1 point, we are sitting fine. Okay. That's one of the things I love about Absol, is that you just see your opponent's whole hand, you're like, okay, what can they do? There's only this. Yeah, that's GG. You know what they can and cannot do, and then you make your play off that. It's so broken. Oh, okay, that's like a bit of VM. That was a bit of VM. I could just ping him, Greninja ping him. Jeez. Yeah, I guess when you're running, you know, 2 stage 2s and 1 stage 1, kind of like you can't really play much other cards. So my hope with that Absol was just to get the Cyrus out and obviously deal some damage. So yeah. Alright, GG's 3-2. So you know, it's a good deck. If it's not good, it's so fun. It's so fun. I can't. You guys have to try it.